morning. Your Royal Highness, Princess Sumaya Bint Hassan, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of our advisor group and our parent company, the Arab Jewel Investment Bank, I thank you for gracing us with your presence and welcome you to the 9th Convergence Summit. We extend our deep appreciation to Her Royal Highness, Princess Sumaya Bint Hassan, for supporting the summit and honoring us with their presence and patronage. The Arab world's TMT sectors are vibrant sectors that have proven instrumental in spurring growth, employment, and innovation. The compression of time and space is availing young Arab women and men the chance to set up new companies that leverage convergence to see clients globally. Many a startup is effectively a small multinational with its team working from home offices around the world, across multiple countries. Today, we will hear from some of these startups as they pitch their wares to the industry incumbents. In the spirit of the Arab Spring, the startups that will pitch today were selected by voting at Amman Tech Tuesday 3 weeks ago. And the potential markets keep expanding. In addition to double-digit growth in broadband internet users in the Arab world, the ongoing rolling out of 3G and long-term evolution LTE cellular networks will enable millions of cellular users who have never used the internet before to finally use the internet through their relevant applications on their cellular handsets. That global mobile applications alone, which was non-existent 5 years ago, is now worth, by some estimates, $3 billion every year. Enhanced telecom and internet connectivity was instrumental in spurring massive changes in the Arab world in the past year. Such enhanced connectivity is also the foundation on which knowledge-based and export-oriented industries can start. Of course, nurturing the knowledge economy in the Arab world also requires stability, rule of law, transparency, and accountability. Simply, good governance. We look forward to hearing from the distinguished speakers on their vision for the regional economic, social, business, and technological landscapes. Please allow me to thank on your behalf the sponsors of the 9th Convergence Summit for their support and trust, Saudi Telecom, the main sponsor, and Motorola, Orange, Umia, Qualcomm, Zain, and Ericsson. Thank you for your attendance, and I will now invite Your Royal Highness to address the summit, and Ahlan wa sahlan.
Good morning and thank you for having me back.
Thank you.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the post-convergence era is one of flux and opportunity. It is a time when a whole world of content will find its place on exciting new platforms. Rules are being broken, barriers are being eradicated, and people everywhere are becoming connected like never before. It is no exaggeration to say that we are at the dawn of a new ICT age, where established media have converged and brought together their combined utilities in exciting and as yet untapped new forms. But post-convergence is about so much more than recreating prior media. It is the beginning of a creative journey of content and connection in a new medium. Progress in the telecoms industry has made each one of us a potential beneficiary of the bounty of technical progress. Indeed, it has made technology relevant and accessible to a greater part of our region's population. However, we must make sure that potential springs equally for all, and that the providers of new technologies are also facilitators of opportunity. Convergence of technology must translate into greater flexibility and inclusiveness for everyone in our society. It must transform us all into equals with the same access to progress, procedures, and potential. Mobility-related technology has indeed come such a long way in such a short period of time, yet we can all agree that there is so much more to come. In the very near future, convergence technologies will grow to occupy our every context. The vehicles we drive, the clothes we wear, the very space we inhabit. These technologies will increasingly govern the decisions we make in daily life and in lifelong commitments to career and community. The increasing magnitude of miniaturization will offer greater utility to humanity in the future, but we must decide that opportunity is a meritocratic right and not just a commercial one. I'm proud to say that Jordan is well placed to benefit from and contribute to this brave new wild world. The country has earned a growing reputation as the Arab world's leader in technology startups. Between January 2010 and August 2011, the Kingdom attracted investments in the largest number of technology and internet startups, according to a recent report by an online business portal. Some 30 Jordanian startups attracted investments, while the UAE came second with 11, followed by Egypt with 9. Overall, around 65 investments in technology and internet startups were registered in the Arab world during the period, attracting a total investment of around $24 million. Jordanian startups got $9 million of this, while Saudi Arabian examples attracted just $583,000. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, our young entrepreneurs and startup champions are vital to future growth and prosperity in our region. They represent the hope and talent that will raise living standards and fuel growth. We must nurture them and let them thrive. One of the major lessons that we must learn from the experiences of startups in our sector is the vital role that technology can play and technology incubators play in sourcing and connecting investors. Out of 65 Arab world investments I have referred to, incubators catalyzed almost half. The fact is, incubators will play an increasingly important role in fueling the industry in the future. Incubators offer young entrepreneurs that first point of contact with a dynamic and demanding market. They are a crucial part of unlocking talent for the benefit of our communities and economies. It is fair to say that the internet and online industry has become a key area for Jordan and other countries with young and connected populations. It is a sector that offers potentially rewarding opportunities for keen investors, and it holds that promise of creating high-value jobs to enrich the market beyond the reach of many traditional ICT jobs. Jordan is already a key player in our region that is earning international respect through the efforts of talented young entrepreneurs. They create, they persevere, and they inspire the market. I would mention Maktub as a particular example of this Jordanian attitude to tech business that is driving success. The company, as you all know, made headlines in 2009 when it was acquired by Yahoo for over $80 million. And I'm proud to say that it represented the first significant move into the international arena by a purely Middle Eastern tech company. This is the sort of journey from raw talent to drive and determination to reach the market that we must seek to replicate again and again. Jordanian and Arab developers, take note. Ladies and gentlemen, the opportunities for post-convergence development in the Arab world are almost limitless. Today, there are 337 million Arabs, yet only 17% currently using the internet. Arabic represents just 1% of all online content, even though it is the world's 5th largest language. Arab content is the 7th most prevalent on the internet after English, Chinese, Spanish, Japanese, Portuguese, and German. But Arabic has a greater growth potential than many of those and is expected to rise to number 4 in just 3 years. If we wish to ride the tide of post-convergence growth, then we must listen to our talented young people and support their efforts to thrive in a global and virtual marketplace. In this regard, I would mention that Jordan's vibrant open source community is taking the tech conversation to new levels. I would particularly mention Jordan Open Source Association, GeekFest, and the Amman Tech Tuesdays as examples of how our talented young developers are setting agendas and sharing ideas. This is how our post-convergence community should be populated, and these are the people whose voices we need to listen to. The staggering rate of growth of post-convergent technology use in our region is a fair warning to all of us that opportunities for progress are increasing exponentially. Smartphones have taken the Arab world by storm, and entire generations are connected to a global community of commerce, culture, and leisure. The saturation level in Jordan stands at 41.6%, with 2/3 of those users reporting that they regularly take advantage of smartphone applications. This smartphone usage compares with 48% in Saudi Arabia, 45% in the UAE, and 38% in Kuwait. Knowing how local markets differ and anticipating how they might evolve will throw up new and unimagined opportunities for businesses to develop and thrive. Content language is just one example of potential for developers and investors. It is interesting to note that smartphone app users in Saudi Arabia have a greater preference for Arabic language interfaces than in the UAE and Jordan, where English is currently preferred. In terms of type usage, more than half of the internet users in Saudi Arabia and Jordan play online games, while a staggering 76.9% of internet users in Saudi Arabia own gaming consoles and handhelds. These are the facts and figures, the contrasts and comparisons that will inspire developers to respond to current market needs and to shape future ones. Knowledge defines our age, and understanding that will help us to shape it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is difficult for many of us to comprehend the full impact of half a century of innovation and application. From the 1950s onwards, a dramatic acceleration in access to information and ability to communicate have changed our societies forever. It is no exaggeration to say that our older generations have lived through changes that match those of the previous 1,000 years. We are connected to our world, and we must ensure that we are also connected to our unlocked talent. I wish you every success at this exciting conference. Our post-convergence world has so much to offer, a new generation, and we must ensure that we are part of a global conversation. Thank you very much.